Taraji, a beautiful woman, gorgeous actress, just super talented. One thing I hate is just the complaining, nagging, privileged, entitled black woman. Now I know y'all have a grace for her because she's played a lot of parts that we can relate to as black women, and she's the staple of the black woman and the stories that a lot of us and our loved ones have gone through, and she's built her career off of that. And so she's been out here for a minute, complaining about the success that she's garnered, and I feel that she's not thankful. you know I feel that anything that we're given because we earn it. And we're not given like we're given things that we can handle. And so when she came out during, the last show that she did, and it was on Oprah, it was like The Color Purple, and she was crying about being underpaid and having to drive herself to work. And, I just want my moment. I've been doing this a long time. I got paid, what she say, $150,000 for Benjamin Button, and Brad Pitt got 10 million and stuff. And, I'm standing up for black actresses and actors. And my thing is, it's like, you've been given a platform, and what you do with that platform is solely on you. And so for her to now go from taking shots at white Hollywood to now, side where, how somebody will give you a kind of a side compliment, like a hater. Now, don't get me wrong, I can't stand Tyrese, right? I think I have my own issues with Tyrese, but like, if you're gonna give somebody a compliment, like, don't come with all that side shit. Don't do that, because then that's gonna make me think you a hater. You a hater out here. But watch what she do when she's asked a question about, answering a question about, what line is this movie from, and just watch all the extra shit that's going on. Just go.
Give me my shake. That is from Baby Boy. That's Yvette. I can't believe I'm remembering all of this. Give me my shake! You know what's crazy? That was ad-lib. That wasn't even in the script. I ad-libbed that. And John kept it. Rest in peace, John. I miss you. Everybody was telling me, oh my God, what John Singleton does for careers. And I don't know, discernment told me that. I guess I started to see simultaneously how things happen in the business for men versus women. And I just knew Tyrese would take off, which he did. He booked 2 franchise movies. I still have yet to book a franchise movie. So there's that. So I knew that. And I was ready. I prepared myself.
Entitlement, the victim mentality. Taraji P lives a lifestyle that 80% of Americans don't get a chance to live, or just people in the world, period. She can take a vacation when she wants to take a vacation. She can go and buy what she wants, when she wants. Whenever she is due to release a product, because she has a certain privilege, she can make a PR run on Tamron Hall and on the Jennifer Hudson show, and book YouTube shows and things like that to help push that product. She has a privilege that a lot of people will never even see in this lifetime. And, she's in her 50s, and she's complaining to us about the lack thereof, and saying that she has yet to accomplish the things that she set out to accomplish. And here's my thing. Who gives a fuck? You're world renowned. You're known. You make money. If you want to be paid a certain amount of money to make a movie, take your money and make a movie. There are people that go out and do, and there are people that go out and wait for people to do. She gives me, I'm waiting for people to do. I'm waiting for people to validate me. I'm waiting for people to give me, instead of I'm going to give it to myself. That franchise deal wasn't just given to Tyrese. Tyrese been out here a long time, networking, proving himself. Yes, there are disadvantages when it comes to females versus males, but there are black women that are playing superheroes. I cannot connect with this when she's in a privileged position. I cannot, especially when we're living in a super inflated economy. You can go to Bali for a month and not worry about paying your bills. Regina King, like Taraji, like, it's just very distasteful. Very distasteful. Very tone deaf. You're not reading the room. And that was very, very, very nasty of you to say that about your colleague. There are many different ways. Maybe it wasn't for you to book a franchise deal. Maybe there's another purpose that you haven't discovered, but because you're so self-centered and self-seeing, you can't see what else that God wants you to do. And instead, you sitting up on every single platform complaining. Now I know why she ain't got no man. Now, man ain't an end-all be-all, but she has complained about that too. I can see why a man ain't come around now. She beautiful, gorgeous. But I can see why they ain't come around there, because nothing ain't never good enough, not even for her. Not even for her. She can't make herself happy. Baby, whatever time we've been given here and what we do with that time and how we choose to perceive and accept that time, which means you can perceive, like I could sit here and be like, man, okay, I got $4 million in debt. I'm going to be unhappy. I'm going to be sad. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna take all my anger out on everybody else. Or I can be like, I ain't got it. Okay, next. Moving on. Like, okay. It's how you do things. Like, I just feel that she's very tone deaf and you're turning off your fans. You just launched the wine. Why weren't you drinking that wine in that video? You have the ability to make movies. You have the ability to take people, because she wants it all for herself. There, I believe, and you know what? I was talking to somebody about this today and it went over their head. And I'm gonna move on, guys, because I don't like to get into the preacher moments and the motivational speaking moments, because I don't like talking at people. I like talking to y'all as opposed to at y'all, you know, because we all on the same level. Y'all teach me stuff, I teach y'all stuff. It's a give and take with this wino thing, right? And I was talking to somebody and I was like, it's a shame. There are people that, okay, a manager to a huge celebrity, a big celebrity reached out to me a few days ago, and they're begging me to take a story. And I looked at the story and I was like, the story's about you. Who are you? Well, I'm this person's manager. So I want the headline to say this person's manager is being stalked and harassed by this person's manager. You're not a celebrity. Why do I need to do this story again? So then I call up somebody that knows everybody and I'm like, yo, what is it about this story? Why does this PR team keep calling me, trying to get me to put out the story on the manager and not the artist? The artist is not even tied to this. What is going on? And so that person told me, Tasha, it's 13 years old. It's gang stuff. They used to deal with DJ Academics and he would put this kind of stuff out. Matter of fact, he was paid to put this kind of stuff out. I said, so why are they over here on an 80% dominated female channel with stalker harassment, gang ties and all that stuff? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then I said, and here's my thing. The PR agency called me again, was like, I just want to know why it's current, it's reignited. No, this is not the platform for it. And I said, and tell your client this, because I get this a lot. You'll get people that will become managers to these artists and help push these artists into the direction that they need to go, right? But then there's this envy, there's this underlying envy, because instead of them focusing on pushing their careers up, they want to put their energy into somebody else. And then when they get to a certain age, they feel like, oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. I'm relevant. I'm famous. People should be talking about me. And it's like, who are you? Well, I'm this person's manager. Okay, and what? Are you having a contract like dispute with the artist, that would be a more aligned story where he owed me money, or maybe he did something to me that was a breach of contract. But you giving me a story as if you're trying to plant yourself as the public figure, because you want to use platforms like mine to build your social profile because you've done it for so many people. It's like there are people that are like that will use and misuse their gifts to help other people. And then when it's their turn, it's too late. Taraji gives me this energy. I believe Taraji is in a very, very just privileged position. And there are so many young Black actresses that she could be pouring into, she could be investing into, she could be producing movies for and building them up. But because she wants to be famous so bad in a way that it doesn't matter if she was given the Oscar, the Golden Globe, or the $10 million. You will have to keep doing it every day. Just like a man. Oh, I met you making $100,000 a year. You now make 50. It's a setback. You ain't making that. I'm leaving you. This is the type of energy that she gives me. And you are a middle-aged woman. You're single. You got nothing but time, and all you're doing is sitting up nagging about woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda been doing. Meanwhile, you got producers like myself that are moving into your space and hiring people that are in your position. And give me about 3 years, I'll be hiring you. Because you're too busy waiting on somebody to give you something. Sort of like when people wait on welfare checks. They don't flip the welfare checks. They just wait on them. Oh, I can't get no job because I'm going to lose my benefit, my stamps and this and that. But what if you got a job and it was able to outdo what you get in stamps and in welfare? You're supposed to use it to get on your feet and flip it, not stay on it for life. And then you got people that will just stay there because they're afraid they're afraid of what they're gonna lose and stuff like that. This is what I'm saying, and this is no shade because I was raised by mama and auntie and them that got that stuff, and they used to tell me all the time, "Oh, I'll lose my benefits and this," and I'm like, "But if you got a job, you're gonna make more." So they work under the table. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm just like, she's privileged and it's giving very tone deaf. Ain't nobody hating on that lady. I just congratulated her. So how am I hating on her? She's in a privileged position, and I'm saying from one Black woman to another that you can use this platform to really flip it and make some money. There's so much money out here. Taraji can go produce the movies that she want to be in, like how Will Smith is doing with Overbrook. The movies that he's getting paid $10, $20 million to act in, he's producing them. They're coming from his production company. Why you can't do that, Taraji? Come on. That's not hating.